With the influence that cryptocurrency has been making in the past years, a lot of people were quickly drawn to invest in the hopes of reaping gains that are more than what they invested. While this is true on multiple occasions, cryptocurrencies do not work as easily as they sound, and as such, people retire from it just as fast as they get in. The risk is indeed immense, and the trends take to change rapidly. And if you are someone who is looking into long-term investment, you really need to learn how altcoins, especially blue-chip altcoins, work in the long run. Earning while you sleep is easier said than done now, is it? This is Diversified Streams, your go-to YouTube channel for all things crypto. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest news and tips related to crypto, and make sure to keep your notifications on so you'll be updated with our latest videos. We post frequently so you wouldn't want to miss it. In today's video, we will be talking about retiring from crypto, and as the title suggests, possibly, how much Ethereum would you need to retire with a smile on your face and your pockets loaded? So you've seen it on Facebook. People who flash their Bitcoin earnings, and you say to yourself, I want to try that too, and go off to invest in Ethereum. Years later, you decide that enough is enough and you'd want to pull out of all this crypto system. How much ETH is favorable to have to walk away from crypto without feeling defeated? Almost every cryptomaniac person that you would come across in this lifetime would tell you that earning passive income that you earn without having to do anything, is the key to being one step close to making it to the world's list of wealthy people. Interest that compounds by itself is the one ingredient that will help you be as rich as a king. It's true for the most part, and Ethereum plays a significant role in the truth behind it. Taking into consideration the ETH 2.0 merge that is set to happen in years' time, it might just be possible. However, the ROI is still subject to change as the conditions tend to do the same, but it will be possible to predict just how much you can get from a specific number of ETH, so as long as you stay with us until the end of this video. Now, I would like to share with you the recent Salt Talk that I was able to watch here on YouTube, where the famed investor Cathie of ARK Invest talked about the reason why Bitcoin was her best choice for a long-term HODL. Now in this talk, she was asked about her vision of Bitcoin and how it possibly will be in the future. And she prefaced her answer by saying that there was no need to think about the future as Bitcoin is already realizing its potential today. Cathie Wood believes that Bitcoin is carrying the symbol of the reserve currency of the crypto asset ecosystem, and that there will only be very few huge winners in the crypto scene. This means that they will not be significant to actually dictate how this currency will be used. Perhaps the best point of Wood's answer was her analogy between Bitcoin and the internet. According to her, the internet was not really established as a way to facilitate commerce, as it had no payment infrastructure at first, but lo and behold, it developed so much that it has become a crucial part of the trade. It was not until 1991, the year in which the Telecommunications Act was enacted, that people were finally allowed to use the internet for reasons other than academic. Wood goes on to say that Bitcoin in the crypto world has a value that accrues, and this accrual is directed to the cryptocurrencies themselves, something that did not happen on the internet. She also goes on to say that Bitcoin is a whole protocol of its own, Ethereum being another, and basically each cryptocurrency being their own protocols. The value of these protocols accrues to themselves, and with Bitcoin being the torchbearer of them all, it would be safe to assume that it will, or that it has become the reserve currency of the crypto asset. Notice how many things in crypto are priced in terms of Bitcoin. Similar to how our channel thinks of the future of Bitcoin, Cathie Wood also believes that Bitcoin is a long-term choice that will be able to stand the test of time. However, the same cannot be said for Ethereum because it follows a different path different to Bitcoin. It aspires to be a global supercomputer, which is something that is hard to come by. Now that you've seen how different Ethereum is compared to Bitcoin in terms of long-term possibilities, you would probably want to retire from it now. But how much ETH should you have though? Let's go ahead and calculate. But before that, let me ask you guys a question. How many ETH do you currently have? And do you think it's enough for you to retire? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to leave us a like and a subscribe. Going back to the video, you have to have at least 32 ETH on you in order to realize a reasonable return. You can always value your ETH if it's lower than 32 though, and you can add a smaller stake to a staking pool. For everyone's information, there are companies that will do the work for you so you can actually earn without having to do anything. Companies such as Binance do this. They allow you to deposit even the smallest amount of Ethereum you have, with a promised return of between 5 to 20% per year. Another company, Huobi, does the same. Only difference is that you need at least 0.1 Ethereum under them. The catch though is they have a slightly return rate of 6 to 20%. OKX, Kraken, and even the top exchange company Coinbase offers the same service to people. When it comes to ROI, there is no definitive way to measure it as it really changes depending on how many people choose to stake. For the sake of this video though, let's assume that you have 32 Ethereum under your name. In a span of 5 years, you will be able to have a total of 44 Ethereum. Waiting for an additional 5 years will make the value grow to 56 Ethereum for staking, and that's for a total of 10 years. You get it by doing nothing except wait, which seems to be a fair trade. It is also possible to know how much a single Ethereum would cost in 10 years. Just make sure to use a calculator that is accurate and is highly recommended by others. The bottom line of this though, is you can definitely earn money through ETH, and you don't even have to sweat. That's all you need to know about retiring from Ethereum, guys. But let me share with you some news that you might find interesting. From now on, you can now actually trade your Tesla stocks for a tradable stock token in Binance. Binance announced that it has launched its zero-commission tradable stock tokens, which gives the users the power to trade fractional stocks on Binance. This does not seem like a coincidence though, as the relatively weak Coinbase stock has gone public on Nasdaq in the United States. In exchange for the tokenized stocks launched by Binance, users will be allowed to purchase as little as 1/100th or 100th of a Tesla share, the prices being imposed in BUSD, the Binance stablecoin. This whole new product is to be backed by a portfolio of securities facilitated by an investment firm situated in Germany. In other news, Saffron has integrated Chainlink in order to settle and manage tranches. If you don't already know, Saffron Finance is a DeFi altcoin that allows its users to customize the risk that they would want to submit themselves. The Web3 app Saffron Finance allows liquidity providers to get different degrees of exposure depending on the risk rewards. According to Saffron, the decision to acquire the services of Chainlink is due to the latter's position in the market as one of the longest-standing and highly fortified Oracle solutions available. That's about it for today. We do hope that this video gave you the insights that you've been looking for, especially if you are planning on retiring from Ethereum. If you have any other thoughts about today's content, make sure to leave us a comment and keep the community growing. This has been Diversified Streams. Thank you for watching and see you on our next video.